What's up, YouTube? Mandy Hops here. How you guys doing? It is a beautiful sunny day in Las Vegas today, if you guys can't tell, except for where I'm sitting. I happen to find the only part with no sun. All right, let's begin. So, guys, I hope your New Year's is going good. If not, you'll get it. You'll get it. Don't worry. We all got to ease in. I have been gone for the last few days. I've had the worst flu that I've had, I don't know, in a long time. I think definitely the most sickest I've ever been since I moved to Vegas over a year ago. I called everybody crying. Like, called my dad crying like a baby. He said, make sure you have some Alka-Seltzer. That's like our go-to, like, drug in our family now. But no, that's our fix-all. So yes, I couldn't keep anything down yesterday, and like ironically, the day before that, I went to like a feast over at my friend's house. We did like a late holiday dinner. I ate corn, and then the next day I had raging flu diarrhea. Wouldn't recommend it. So today, you guys remember when I felt like shit back in the day, and I used to always order a large pizza? You guys remember that? Pizza Hut? I'm gonna be ordering that as well. I went to Planet 13 today, guys. I like to tell you what I get. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, I'm open to it. And I like to review it. So, if you're a local, like, I suggest anybody go to Planet 13, period. Like I did before I moved here. And there's like a dispensary on every block here. But as far as you can't go to like Starbucks and get your weed yet. So, if you're a local and they just changed it up a lot, like, okay, for today, any 5/8 for $150. That's a great deal, especially for a dispensary. We'll get into these. So, the first one I got is Bison's Breath. Okay. And all these are in the premium tier. Because, like, here's the thing. I normally read the small print because they'll try to get you. They'll say, oh, you know, I like the redwoods grown indoors in Cali and stuff. But they'll try to tell you any brand you want, but then you get there and it's not. Today it was, so I was like, oh, let me clear my throat. And dude, this weed will last me forever, especially since I don't have to share with anybody. So I picked this out, Bison's Breath. I don't know if you guys can check that out. Looks pretty fucking delish. And then, what else? So, I got the Sour Banana Sherbet, which I think is grown locally, and I think it was in the Best of Vegas. Don't quote me on that, but I want to say that it was. And it looks a little more popcorny now that... Oh, yeah. Profesh. It looks a little more popcorny now than it did. It was like one big bud, but it all looks pretty good. And this is 23%. So, and you guys, just because the THC is high, yeah, they're going to sell you on that. They're going to pump you on that. That doesn't mean that it's necessarily the best just because it has the highest THC. But high THC is good, but you also want to look at the terps. By the way, every time I go there, I never talked like this until like I started buying weed legally, which is recent. I used to sell weed, so I think I'd still be good at selling it. And I sold it in much worse conditions than you see now. Every time I go there, they're like, you would be a great fit for this job. Because you're good with working all types of people. You have the bartender thing. You're good at working under camera. And there was some other thing, but I just have to write a cover sheet for it. And I don't have to get the card first. You guys know I was going to get the card first. It's like when I went to work for the casino, I got all the cards after I was hired. And even if I don't get hired at the happiest place on earth, Planet 13, I can always get hired somewhere else. Oh, Hydro. This is true OG. Okay. You guys know what I say about OG. Anything with OG in it is good. Buy that. I kind of want to start. I kind of want to sing it. I got my little cherry limeade. I got a Miller Lite. I am rearing to go. By the way, and no, I don't work for Planet 13 yet. I probably will get fired for these videos from before I worked there. That's so funny. But let's try this. And this is, I don't know. I look at the tea, but I look at everything. I take a lot of factors in. How white is it? How red it is? How purple? Are there black leaves? Like, what do the buds look like? Dude, I've been saying it for over 20 years. Probably 30. No, I didn't saying it, but you don't get off unless you cough. Okay. Slurricane. Shout out to my boy Kent. I love these little jars, right? They make like good spice jars or whatever. But I had to get this because we wrote my last bar menu together. And we had an eclectic audience at the Hibachi Steakhouse. And we had these hurricanes, and every time he would sing that Ghetto Ass Slur, I think the lowest THC I have is 20, which is this. But it's supposed to be pretty good. And I had a list of things. I can't look at it, but one of my lists was there's this weed called Smell My Finger. I almost had to get that on principle. Now this one, it looks like Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. This one looks real good. Maybe this one, I'll have to go back. I'll fact check, but this one might have been in Las Vegas best, honestly. I think this was it. Look at this, guys. That's pretty. Yes, I'm in no light. But anyway. Oh, dang. You don't get off unless you cough. That's what I was saying. And I even got this little bubbler a previous time there, and it was only 16 bucks. Like, that's a good deal wherever you go. Like a head shop or whatever. I don't care who you are, what you say. So yeah, this will be next on my list after it's gonna take me forever to catch up. But like, you guys, as much weed as you've seen me have, I really don't smoke a lot. And like, anybody I'm around can't handle as much weed as me, and like, I can't even handle that much weed. I really can't anymore. Believe it or not. I'm not doing anything today, but taking down the Christmas trees I was supposed to take down last week. Don't make fun of me, Travis. Joe? 307 Joe? Because he called me, he's like, oh, you have 2 trees to take down? I was like, yeah, I do. And he said, oh, you're one of those. I said, yeah. And the last one I got, this reminded me of my boy Heart. And this is almost 30% THC. That's almost infused, guys. Like, but it's not. I'm a Buffalo Soldier. Yeah, Buffalo Soldier, bro. So, and if you guys ever have any questions about these or recommendations or anything, like, post up. Okay. So, that's what we're dealing with. Then, you know, I like to do all my shopping at once. It's not that I'm like a fiend. Like, this will take me forever. And I will love it. And I'm going to binge watch on the Ozarks. And I've gotten this many times before. You guys have seen the Dreamland milk chocolate. Very good. Caminos. I ate them with Molasses Murphy. I ate them with a lot of people. They are good. Okay? The best ones, like if you guys have pain or you just need to sleep. Here's what's funny. I just thought they were knocking me out. I didn't notice the cool ones that I got. Like the ones me and Molasses ate. Were CBD infused purposely for sleep. And we were like blasting those things, right? So I feel like, I was like, dude, they always knock me out. Then I realized that's exactly what they're for. If you need something to knock you out, thus. But I will say this with edibles a little bit. You have a hangover drowse. I do. I personally, like, it's like you want to hibernate. You don't want to get out of bed. Yeah, so pineapple habanero. These are supposed to be uplifting, which probably means they're sativa. And let me tell you guys, so another good deal, because you're a local, like, you're so dumb if you don't go to Planet 13. Like, these things are normally 30 bucks a piece wherever you go. You know how much I got these for? 11 bucks a piece. And the little tins are cool too. And these don't get gross, like if you don't eat them right away. Look cute, they have a little THC symbol on them. Okay, so the other ones I got, never had these. I had these before. They also have like a watermelon lemonade and a sparkling peach cup. Yuzu lemon. When I wrote the bar menu for the last place, we came up with sake flights, which sake is like rice wine. And you have little samples. So like if you're not real familiar with it, they do it with tequila, they do it with beer, they do it with a lot of things at restaurants, which is really nice. You get to try a few samples of a little kind of like see what you're into instead of like going all out and spending a lot. We used to have a yuzu lemon sake, sparkling sake we put on the menu. It was good. So I got the yuzu lemon. I really like that. I ate one in the car on the way here. And I'm going to eat a piece of chocolate. And then I'm going to order my pizza. But thank you guys for hanging out. If you have any questions, you guys know my favorite weed, hands down, is Gary Payton out of Cali Redwood in Grove Dorn. But I don't know. Am I becoming a weed snob? Oh, look how cute the little chocolate is. I'll have one of those too, and then I'm ordering pizza. Love you guys. Deuces.